10 seconds.
Seconds.
Music. You are. Music. We heard it just temporarily a second. Really?
Welcome to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program. Since the first week of September, every Monday, Yogaxpress has been going live. This is our third live episode, so do remember to call in. Every time we go live, we try and bring you one wellness specialist, one wellness expert who's here with us on the mat every Monday to answer any questions you have in their area of expertise. Sometimes they may even venture outside the area of expertise just because they have a vast amount of knowledge. Today, our special guest is Radan Sturm. Radan is a director of personal training at Complete Body. It's Radan. Complete Body is actually, what do you call that? Is that a special? You have a name for it, right? It's a boutique.
It's a boutique
studio.
health club.
Boutique health club.
Yeah.
And they also have a website.
CompleteBody.com.
CompleteBody.com. Radan is not just director of personal training, he also creates personal training programs, fitness programs for his clients at Complete Body. But if you come right here on the mat with us or you call in, you're welcome to also call in. We are live today. It's 212-757-1393. Feel free to call in with your questions, anything to do with fitness. Radan's your guy. But before you do that, I actually want to introduce our crew and the rest of our cast as well. In the control room, we have Josiane Hurd, our director. Thank you so much for being there for us, Josiane. We have Jabari Osaze helping Josiane. We have Kimball Hinton, Adjoa Mantabia, and Beverly Fields on camera. Thank you so much. Kimball is waiting for your call, so feel free, call us. It's a live show one more time. 212-757-1393. I haven't forgotten our green chili queen, Lana Parr. Lana, welcome back to the show. Radan, I couldn't wait for you to come on this show. We are live.
I'm excited.
We are excited too. We are hoping that people will take this opportunity to ask you questions. So what we're going to do is have you give a very brief introduction, maybe about why it's so important for people to stay fit, whatever comes to mind that you think would be helpful for our viewers, and then we'll take calls as they come. But we'll also start stretching. So in between, while we're stretching, while we're even holding our breath, you may have someone calling in.
Depends on the position.
That's true. So Radan, what do you think? Jabari and Josiane, could we have the music up just a little bit? Opening track is from Sapta Tandavam, the 3 ohms that you heard. Body music by Cesar de Parra. That's perfect. Thank you. Our facilitator for today was Roberto Espinel. So thanks to everyone for great teamwork. Radan, what do you think we should focus on? What do you think as far as the body fitness is concerned? What should we focus on?
Well, I think we should focus on yoga.
Okay,
for not only the physical,
okay,
but also the mental release that comes with it.
Right.
So there's not many exercise types that have both a physical and a mental component.
Right.
So most of the gyms or fitness trends out there are all about escaping exercise. by watching television or listening to iPods or, it's escapism.
Right.
Whereas yoga brings you into the exercise.
That's right. You focus on it.
So it should be part of everybody's exercise regime.
You made that point. That was an excellent point. You made that point in one of our previous taped episodes. You actually said people sometimes when they go to the gym, they're looking at TV or listening to music to have some kind of distraction.
Yeah.
Whereas in yoga, we try to make ourselves focus, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Right.
And that's what you use the breath with, am I right?
Right,
Yeah,
yes,
so using the breath to center yourself, to go into the movement. So it's a very different type of exercising. So if people aren't into exercising in general,
Right.
they might be into yoga.
That's good, yeah. Yeah, I'm one living example of that. I don't enjoy going to the gym. For me, I'm sorry, I know you're director of personal training and all that.
Careful what you say.
I know, and we're going live as well. It's the way everyone looks at it, Radan. For me, if I get on the treadmill, I feel like a hamster, all motion and no movement. I need to go somewhere if I'm running, right? So I'm just sort of, the treadmill is just moving. So it's
and the
just
good news is you don't need equipment. If you know how to do
yoga, that's right.
You don't need the equipment.
Stretching. But having said that, I think it is useful for people. For you, I'm sure you can vouch for that. You practice yoga. You also are a gym trainer, so as a personal trainer, it's important to have both.
Well, my number one thing is to get people active in general.
Right, just get them moving.
Not everybody's going to be into yoga, not everybody's going to be into the gym, but if you can find something that they can do physically, that's where we start.
And you also have a blog, right?
I do, yeah, radansturm.com.
Radan Sturm, RADANSTURM. We don't have the monitors up in the studio right now. For those of you, so we cannot see that it's up, but I'm sure our crew there knows exactly what they're doing. At the bottom left of your screen, you will see every now and then Radan's details. You will find his contact details. You'll also see our studio number. So call in 212-757-1393. Radan, what do you suggest we focus on today? Do you have any ideas for us?
Well, it's kind of cold, so maybe the sun salutation as a warm-up.
That'll help, yeah.
To get the heart rate up, to get things moving.
Okay.
Because we probably don't want to go into a heavy stretch before we're feeling warm.
That's right, to get the blood moving.
Feeling cold right now.
I know, it is. That's another thing. As we stand up, I'll just point that out. For those of you who come and stretch and you're prone to, if you feel cold very soon, you should know that our studios are at colder than normal temperatures to protect our equipment. So don't worry about it. Keep a jacket. In fact, what Lana's got on is just right. You need to stay warm. Heels together, toes slightly apart, palms in front of your chest. We're going to go through the sun salutation. That's a great idea, Radan. Just to warm up. Sun salutation even at home is a great warm-up. Elbows are raised to help you stay in the moment. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, fold from the hip. Place your palms 6 to 8 inches in front of your feet. Take the left foot back and then the right. Exhale, press your heels to the ground, dip your head between your biceps, and keep breathing. Don't forget, keep exhaling in this posture. Inhale, bring the right foot between the hands. Place the left knee on the floor.
Hello.
Uncurl your toes. Do we have a caller?
Yes, I want to
Caller,
ask you
go
a question
ahead.
about your yoga.
Go ahead.
Yes, your yoga show is very wonderful, and I watch it all the time.
Thank you.
I love it, and I think you're wonderful too. But the question is, why should I take yoga, and what is it going to do for me?
Is that a question for Radan or for me? Oh, Lana, you want to bring your knee down?
It's a very good question because I think a lot of people are wondering exactly why. And it's a thing about keeping your body in full range of motion. So if you can move properly and you move your whole body the way it's designed, you won't have any injuries and you'll have healthier living. So it's really it's a way of life, and it's a health thing as much as anything.
And the other thing too is, for the sake of the caller and for other callers with a similar question, very, very good question. Why should you do yoga? Every time we stretch, we release all those happy juices called endorphins, right?
Yeah.
So if we want to feel good in a rush, you want the rush in a rush, well, do some stretching. It wouldn't hurt. And stay in touch with Radan. If you have any other questions, caller, go ahead.
Well, I can hardly hear you because I think there's something wrong with your phone system. It's very difficult for me to understand what you're saying. But I have been considering yoga, and I've been going to a chiropractor, and I'm just wondering, what is the difference between your yoga system and me going to a chiropractor? Because my insurance pays for all my chiropractic things.
Well, I mean, can you hear me?
It's a little, very muffled. I can't hear you on the other side.
Oh, we
I'm
don't
sorry.
have the boom mic down today, but go ahead. Your voice is louder. So
I
go
can
ahead.
I can speak much louder. Chiropractic is all about your bones, and if you've got pain, it's definitely good for pain management.
Let's switch now.
Yoga, and the way we do yoga with Banu, we progress the exercises on very slowly from a very basic level to an advanced level. So the idea is that as your muscles get more flexible and stronger, you'll be able to get more into yoga and get greater benefits. So yoga is something that can be done together with chiropractic or together with physical therapy.
Right.
It needs to be a full spectrum, not just one or the other. So it should be included as part of whatever else you're doing.
You want to switch legs? Sorry.
Let me ask you something. How often, if I decide to do the yoga, how often do I have to do it?
It's just a question of doing it. So if you started once a week for 45 minutes, you would get great benefit.
That's right.
And like anything, it's like if you learn a language, if you do it once a week, you'll get so far. If you do it 3 times a week, you'll learn it quicker.
Yeah.
So it's exactly the same thing.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
And the
Very
thing
good.
too,
Well,
Radan.
okay, listen, thank you so very, very much, and just keep on helping people. 'Cause
Thank
people
you
are
for
really
calling.
wonderful. Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for calling. The other thing too, Radan, is every time you stretch, you're retraining neglected muscles.
Yeah.
So it's really helping anyway. We're just retraining ourselves. So the more often we do,
Yeah.
the better.
Yeah.
Now, I hope we all switched legs. Okay. Place both.
I don't feel very stable, actually.
No, that's all right. Place both hands beside whichever foot is forward. Curl your toes in the right. Raise your right knee. Take the left to meet the right in plank position. So you want to take your right foot back since you have your right foot forward. Knees very gently. That's good. Raise your and then keep your knees down. Knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Exhale and dip. Inhale, let's glide out into Cobra. Press with the tops of your feet. Stay where you are. We're going to join you. And then inhale, push your whole upper body higher. And Radan, you had a very good cue over here. You said tighten your buttock muscles to protect your back, correct?
Yeah, to protect your lower
So when
back.
we come up. So curl your toes in, forehead to the ground. Inhale, lift your buttocks all the way up. Join us, Lana. Exhale, press your heels down. And keep breathing. Inhale, bring your left foot and then the right between the hands. Place both palms together. Inhale, come up with a straight back. Exhale and release. That's just 1/2 round of the sun salutation. Now we're going to stretch on the other side. Did we have the right leg back the first time, right? Yes, we did. We had it for a
That's
long
testing.
time. Then we'll test it. We'll know. Our body will tell us. And you actually had the opposite leg. So whichever leg you did not take back, if you can remember.
It was the left.
Okay, so your body will tell you. Press your palms in, raise your elbows, heels together, toes apart. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, fold from the hip. Place your palms 6 to 8 inches in front of your feet. Take your right leg back first this time and then the left. Exhale, press your heels down, dip your head between your biceps and hold. It was the right foot. So inhale, bring the left foot between the hands first this time. And yeah, Lana, stay with us. I think it was the other foot for you, but that's
I think
okay.
it was, no.
That's okay. Bring the left foot forward because you're still going to do both sides. Place both hands on the left knee. Exhale and dip. Take your time. Take your time. We're going to hold it. Very gently. Bring the right knee down. That's good. Yeah? That's good. Just stay there. That's enough. Is that safe, Radan?
It's fine.
Yeah?
As long as you're feeling stable, that's
Right.
the main thing.
Okay.
So if you have your hands and your feet on the ground,
Right.
it's better.
Okay, so stay there. Don't take your hands off. Now, Radan and I are going to raise the right arm. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale. Dip your right elbow over the left knee and stay there, Lana. Place the left palm on top of the right. Turn to look up at the raised elbow and hold. Inhale, let's come out of that. Both hands beside the left foot, curl your toes in the right, raise your right knee. Take the left to meet the right. You want to take your left leg back. Good. Knees, chest and chin to the floor. Exhale and dip. Inhale, glide out into cobra. Press with your palms. Tighten your buttock muscles to protect your low back. Inhale and let's come up.
And only come up as high as you feel comfortable.
Just as exactly. As high as you're comfortable is fine. You stay on your
My chest
knees.
should be on the mat too, shouldn't it?
The whole upper body should be down. Can you
So
go
you're
down?
lying down onto your stomach.
Basically, yeah, you're lying down very gently. That's good. Now you're going to come up. Good. Curl your toes in. Forehead to the ground. Take your time, Lana. Inhale. Push your buttocks all the way up. Let's come up. Exhale. Press the heels down.
Hello?
Do we have a caller? Inhale. Bring
Yes, hello?
Yes.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Hi, how are you doing, Banu? Namaste.
Namaste.
Yes, I'm calling you because I would like to ask you a question. I am editing, but then I wanted to know something that I forgot to ask you last
Go
time
ahead.
I saw you.
Who is this?
This is Omni Ready, Yael Reed, one of the guests.
Welcome. Okay. Good to hear from you, Omni. Go ahead. You have a
Yes,
question
I would
for
like to know
Radan.
what age should a child start yoga?
Child
Sorry?
style? Say that again.
What age should a little child, start yoga?
At what age? Okay.
That is a tricky question.
Actually, I know my first yoga teacher. He started at the age of 2. You can start as early as long as your child has started to move. But Radan, you tell them, is it safe?
It is. I mean, I think it's safe. I think it comes down to what type of yoga.
Right.
So you wouldn't have your young child doing very vigorous strength-based yoga. But if it's more movement-based, it's totally safe. So you could start at any age because a child playing around doing gymnastics and
Right.
rolling
They're
around,
very flexible. Yeah.
there's a lot of flexibility. Yoga's not that different from some of those movements.
Right.
So, yeah,
Where
the
do you
more
think-
active the child is, the
Where
better.
do you think happy baby comes from?
Yeah, you want a happy baby?
Happy
Make them
baby,
do yoga.
big toe in your mouth. That's happy baby.
Okay, so you have to put them in that mood. How do you put them in a mood to do yoga? Because when they are very energetic, how do you put them in a mood to want to do yoga?
That is the time, Omni Ready. That is the time when you want to start stretching. They're full of energy. You want to calm down when you start stretching. I think
Yeah.
kids will imitate, right?
Absolutely. Do it together.
Do it.
Okay, thank you very much. Namaste.
Namaste. I can see Omni Ready already bringing her kids here. I wanted to ask her, does she have kids? Come on up. That was good to know though. And it's also because kids are so flexible naturally, right? When kids are young, they don't have this fear of falling.
They fall all the
don't worry.
time.
They fall all the time and they don't care.
And they're closer to the ground.
That's true. We're going to do a few more in the nature of warming up for today's episode. We're going to do a few more of the standing stretches while we're waiting. If there are other callers, 212-757-1393. Radan and I are standing by, and in fact, I'm going to pass on most of the questions to Radan in future. I think you're so much more capable of addressing them. Any fitness questions or yoga-related questions, he's your guy. Call him, check out his blog as well. Press your palms in, inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, fold from the hip. Bring your heels out. 2 to 4 inches distance between the insides of your feet. Inhale, bring your palms up to shoulder height. Palms are facing in. Exhale and bend at the knees. Lana loves this one, don't you, Lana?
This one gets into the
Inhale.
thighs.
It does. And what's happening?
Yeah.
Why do the knees hurt so
Well,
much?
all your weight is being carried on these muscles here in the front of your leg.
I'm
Right.
trying to get up, my chest and arms too, I couldn't get up, It felt like I was carrying a ton of weight.
Inhale. Let's come up.
You don't have a ton of weight.
Exhale and release. No, you don't. She doesn't have much weight, but I think she needs to get stronger in the upper body.
Absolutely.
Her legs are very strong. She's able to hold this for a very long
That's
time.
why
I remember.
wasn't it, to heal my legs.
That's right. And you're doing well. Your legs are very strong because I've seen you do this. Where we all have difficulty, you've held this posture. She's held it for about 30 seconds, which is really a lot more than many of us.
To total knee replacements.
That's right.
So it's important to strengthen these muscles,
Let's,
for sure.
yeah, let's all turn to the front right of the mat, diagonally across. Lana, turn this way, because I want you to be able to see what we are doing. Bring your legs out about 3 feet apart. Turn your left foot out. Inhale the arms up to shoulder height. Palms are facing down. Lean a little to your left. Exhale. Dip your left hand in front of the left ankle. Right arm goes all the way up. So where can our viewers actually visit you, Radan, other than the studio itself? Can they come to your health club?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you located?
We're on 57th and 2nd.
Okay.
And we're in Chelsea on 19th Street, and also in the financial district at Hanover Square.
All right. Complete body. So they can
Complete
just
body's
Google you.
got Manhattan covered.
Wow.
Pretty much.
Inhale. Let's come up. Turn your left foot in. Turn the right foot out. Lean a little to your right. Exhale and dip. Take your left arm all the way up. And both palms are facing forward. Hold it up. Turn to look up at the left hand. Inhale. Let's come up. And let's continue on the right side so we complete this posture. Exhale and bend your right knee. Keep exhaling. Dip your right hand in front of your right ankle. Left arm goes all the way up. Do we have a collar? Take your left arm all the way overhead. Inhale. Let's come up. Both palms at shoulder height. Straighten your right knee. Turn the right foot in. Turn the left foot out. And let's complete these postures on the other side. Exhale and bend the left knee.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. Exhale. Raise your right arm.
Hello?
Go ahead. We can hear you.
Yes, I have a question.
Sure. Inhale. Let's come up.
Quick question.
Exhale.
There is a lady in the white that's demonstrating the yoga move,
Yes. Let's sit down. That's you, Lana. Yes.
and I wanted to know what her opinion is on the difficulty of yoga.
That's for you. Lana, that's for you. They're asking you, what do you think of this, of the yoga that we're practicing here? Do you find it difficult? Go ahead. That question is for you.
Well, I find it less difficult than when I first started, but I still find it difficult, and it's a panicky feeling sometimes, you know.
Sometimes. Did you hear that? Lana says she finds it less difficult than when she started, but sometimes she feels a little panicky in certain
Yes.
postures.
Because I still can't bend.
You still cannot bend both knees
Right.
comfortably.
Right.
And is that because you had a knee injury? Oh, Lana, why don't you look into the camera there, the one with the light over there?
Yeah, I had 2 total knee replacements at various times,
Oh, yeah.
and coming here has been very beneficial.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
because I'm still have a long way to go, but it's been very helpful.
Well, it's definitely a good endorsement of the show. Thank you.
Okay, so you've had
Go ahead. She's had 2 knee replacements.
you've had 2 knee replacements.
Yes.
Right. And she's here. She's here on the mat.
And is yoga helpful in strengthening your knees?
Yes, it is.
We hear an echo in the control room, but yes.
Okay, would you recommend it for? There's like a time lag on my communication. I'm not sure.
That's okay. Go ahead. We'll pick it up.
Okay, would you find it helpful for younger people or people your age or for everyone?
I can probably answer that.
Yeah.
Because from my experience, yoga is for all ages. And one of the things that Banu tries to do with the show is create exercises at different levels so everybody can participate. So really yoga, when done properly, suits everybody. And let's face it, everybody needs to strengthen their knees, everybody needs to strengthen their upper body. And it's just the right amount of resistance work with the amount of stretching. So not many types of exercise give you both.
But I started very late in life, didn't I?
Well, it's better late than not,
Yeah.
Lana.
Okay, that's very helpful. Thank you.
That's good. So we expect to see you here next time. Well, thank you for calling. I thought since we're already seated, maybe we'll just do some of the seated stretches.
Sounds
We've
good.
only got about 3 minutes left.
Sounds
so
good.
let's come on our hands and knees. You know, that's a good point, and it was a good question that she asked too, because we do try to adapt the postures. That's
Yeah.
another important thing. If the listener is watching us now, just know that you can adapt the postures. That's what Lana does. You actually adapt some of the postures
Yes, I do.
to suit your body, and everyone has different moments every
And
day.
before you know
is
it, you'll be
different.
doing the postures
Yeah.
in their
Well,
entirety.
right now,
Right,
some of them
right.
are not very graceful, you know.
That's,
That's
right.
okay.
But
Yeah,
you've got to start
that's
somewhere.
okay. Exactly. You just have to start somewhere. Let's get on our hands and knees. Hands are directly below the shoulders. Knees are directly below the hips. Toes are curled in. Fingers are nicely splayed. And this one, Radan, I think you'd agree. This one is really good for the spine, right? Because we move in and out. The spine
Absolutely.
goes in and out.
Yeah, it's a nice little stretch. It's a stretch through movement, which is great.
Right. So here's what we're going to do. Join us if you're stretching with us. As we inhale, the chin, chest, and buttocks come up, and the middle part of the body, what's that called?
Your abdomen?
Thank you. The
Your
abdominal
stomach.
area, your stomach comes down. You let your stomach hang out.
But the more yoga you do, the less it will come out.
And the less of it will come out, that's true. And as we exhale, we'll uncurl the toes and arch the back. So let's try the dipping first. Inhale and dip. So chin, chest, and buttocks are up. So bend your elbows, bring your elbows close to each other.
And it's okay in this position if you don't go very far.
Right.
Because not everybody will have the flexibility in the back to go much further than this.
True. You just
That's
have to
okay.
go as much as your body can
Yeah.
allows you on any day. Uncurl your toes, arch the back.
Whereas with this one, you can really get into this one a lot easier.
Well, you do. You don't have too much over here. I do. Let's try that one more time. Curl your toes in. Inhale and dip. Uncurl your toes, arch your back. Let's do a slight back bend, actually a pretty intense back bend. Bring your knees a little close to your hands, and then let's come up on our knees. Place both palms, your knees are a hip width apart. Place both palms on your buttocks. Push your elbows back. Inhale, open up your chest, raise your chin up. Exhale as you glide your palms down the back of your thighs. Right hand, Lana, you stay where you are. Just tighten your buttock muscles and tilt your head back. Right hand reaches for the right heel. Left hand reaches for the left heel. Tilt your head back. Tilt your pelvis forward. And hold. Inhale, very gently. Bring your hands back on your buttocks, one hand at a time. Exhale, and let's sit on our heels. We're going to do a little bit. I believe we may have just about a minute left, a minute or two left. We're going to do one more partial back bend and then do a forward fold and close with that for today. We are sitting on our heels. For those of you who have very tight quads, especially if you work out at the gym a lot, or you have had knee replacements, you may want to bring your knees out to the side. That helps ease some of that, tension in your
Stretch.
quads, the
Yeah.
stretch. I like the way you make everything so simple. That's good. Very gently
Because
lower.
it is
That's
very
true.
simple.
That's true. We don't
We
need to
overcomplicate
complicate
things.
I'm having trouble keeping my back straight.
You don't want,
Yeah.
don't go back too deep. And you don't want to sit down too much either, Lana. Can you sit on your heels? Do you want to try?
No, I can't get.
No, that's fine.
Because
Stay
it's
where you
fine.
are. Stay where you are.
You
No.
know, I might pop
Don't go
some-
further back than that.
Don't go far. Don't go
Just
back.
holding that.
We're going to fold over. So
You're still
stay
getting a
there.
stretch there
That's true.
in that position.
You're still getting. Wait, is she getting a stretch in her quads? Very gently lower your right elbow and
It'll
then
be a
the
stretch, but it'll also be a strengthening in the quads.
Right.
Because you're holding your weight on your legs. Whereas when we go into this position, we can let gravity just take
Just
over.
take us down,
and
yeah.
it becomes just a stretch. So that's the difference between a stretch.
Most people that I watch, they can do it very easily, you know.
Lana, you keep coming, you'll do it. I've seen you make adaptations to some of the postures in an amazing way.